Hey everybody, it's Jim. I'm back with another Weekend Grabs and Reviews video for you. It's been like 2 months since I did one of these, and I have got a crap load of stuff. I thought what I'd do, instead of showing you all the Funkos, because I've really been getting into those, unfortunately, for my space especially. I'm running out of room quickly. I'm just going to show a real quick video of the ones that I've gotten recently stacked up. So check this out real quick. Okay, so here are a few of the Funkos that I picked up over the last couple of months. There's so many, I just didn't want to actually go through and show them all. There might be a couple that are in here that you've already seen from previous videos. I'm not 100% sure, but for the most part these have been picked up over the last month and a half or 2 months. So that's a really nice one there. That Flock Krampus, you really can't see it because of the glare, but Hot Topic exclusive. Grinch Chase. There's the Hellboy. Still looking for the Hellboy Chase. I can't find it anywhere. I think you've probably seen the Tumblebee before, I'm not sure. There's the Target Grady Twins. Need the Chase for that one. And there's the Flock Tigger that I've been looking for so long and finally have it. This Funko Shiner here, that's a really nice one. But anyway, that is a look at the Funkos that I got over the past month and a half, I guess. So that was the Funko Pops that I picked up over the past month and a half, maybe something like that. But now let's jump into the DVDs and the Blu-rays, because there is a bunch. So first up, we got Daniel Radcliffe in The Jungle. Nice slipcase. This is based on a true story. It's about these guys that go out into the jungle with a guide. One of the guys that's on the trip gets sick, so the guide takes him back, and the other two guys decide they want to push on. Bad idea. Pretty good movie. Daniel Radcliffe, he really shows his acting skills in this one. I thought it was really good, and he lost a lot of weight for this one too. Pretty good. Check it out. This was a blind buy. It's called Going Postal. It's a British movie. Some pretty well-known people in there. I have not seen this yet. Can't wait to check it out. Then I picked up the latest Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Men Tell No Tales, on 4K. Looks absolutely gorgeous. It's pretty much like every other Pirates of the Caribbean movie, but I just had to see it in 4K, so I picked it up. It was alright. One of my favorites from the old days, 976 Evil, and I can't remember if I've shown this one already. If I have, I apologize. Comes with a nice slip that kind of looks like the old VHS case. It's got the worn edges and everything. What's amazing to me is I'm pretty picky about my slip cases. They got to be really good shape. But when I saw this, it was like, oh, it looks all tore up. That's awesome. What's wrong with me? That's weird. But this is pretty much about Evil from the Fright Night movie, and his character as he makes a deal with the devil pretty much, and becomes Evil Ed to the third power. So that is a great movie. I think you can actually pick this up at Best Buy now for $12.99. I don't think they have any with the slipcovers anymore, but still a good pickup to see it on Blu-ray. This is a blind buy as well. I have not seen this one yet. The Mind's Eye. I've heard a lot of things about this. It's kind of like Scanners, and it comes with the reversible cover art. Like I said, I haven't seen this yet. A lot of people said that it's like Scanners, so I'll definitely check that out. Then I've got some Disney stuff here. I got Alice Through the Looking Glass with the slipcover. Boss Baby, which I still haven't seen yet. It's actually on Netflix now, so I'm going to check that out soon. And I also picked up Alice in Wonderland 10th anniversary. I'm sorry, 60th anniversary with a slipcover. So those Disney titles. I got La La Land. Only because I had to, because of all the hype around it and everything, and the Oscars that it got. I didn't actually watch it. My wife did, and said that it was pretty depressing. So, haven't seen it. Probably won't watch it, but I had to get it anyway. Picked up the UK version of Almost Famous on Blu-ray. This is a great movie. If you haven't ever seen this, definitely check it out. It's about a young kid that, I believe he's like 15 or 16. He jumps in with a band called Stillwater, and he's interviewing them from Rolling Stone, so he kind of goes on tour with them. It's just kind of the hijinks that he get into, and watching the band in turmoil. And really great music in this soundtrack, and the story is really good as well. Then I picked up, this was from Kino Lorber. I believe that's how you say it. Kino Lorber. This is one of their new releases, Rawhead Rex. It's got a great slipcover, and this is the cover art here. And I think it has the original cover art from the VHS right there. You may remember it from seeing that. It's got a lot of good practical effects in it, which I really like. I don't like so much the computer generated stuff. The story on this is this ancient evil is buried under this great big concrete pylon, and this farmer is out messing around one day, and he's trying to just clean up his land, and he kind of moves this pylon and releases this thing, and it goes out on a killing rampage. And it's pretty much just what I said it was. It also comes with a booklet showing some sketch art of what Rex should look like, and a little poster in the middle of it. It's just an okay movie. It's a great throwback. It really doesn't stand up compared to how it was back then. But welcome to the collection anyway. Then I've got Scare Campaign. I believe this was an Australian release. You had to actually get this from the website. But this is awesome. If you remember a TV show, I think it was on MTV, called Scare Tactics. It was like a punk show where there's a hidden camera and they bring people in under the premise that this is your new job, and then they just kind of do things that are really scary, you know, like there's monsters or strange sounds or something. So that's pretty much what this is about, except it goes horribly wrong. Check out the trailer for this. This is really, really good. I highly recommend this one. You need to check. And this has got great packaging as well. So if see, it's not a super hard case like some releases. It's more of a cardboard, but it's still a nice slip. And then the inside artwork, the back, got a little booklet. Real nice release. And the movie, like I said, I'd highly recommend it. Very good movie. Alright, so we got about 27 more to go. Angel on My Shoulder. This is a 1946 movie with Paul Mooney. He plays a gangster that is double-crossed, and he's cut down, and he goes to hell, and he makes a deal with the devil to come back and get revenge. But while he's back, he decides he's going to turn over a new leaf and kind of flips the script on the devil. Great old movie. Love this movie. Glad to have it in the collection. This one I thought I had seen, and then I watched the trailer and I'm like, you know what? I don't think I ever have seen that. It's an old one. It's called Scavenger Hunt. It's got Richard Benjamin, James Coco. It's just got a whole bunch of people. Roddy McDowall. It's even got Arnold Schwarzenegger. This is the 1979. So I can't wait to check this one out. Like I said, after I watched the trailer for it, I was like, no, I've never have seen that. Then we have from Exploitation Films, Bloody Knuckles. This is a lot like if you have seen Idle Hands. This is a lot like Idle Hands. This guy loses a hand because he makes these comic strips, and he makes fun of a local gangster, and the gangster decides, well, that's not going to work for me, so he cuts off his hand so he can't draw anymore. Well, the hand comes back, and he helps the artist get revenge on all the gangsters and everything. It's pretty good, pretty funny. A lot of pretty good gore in it too as well. But pretty good movie. This is Robert Pattinson's Good Time. This is a recent release, and it was really, really good. Robert Pattinson plays a down-on-his-luck criminal. He's just trying to make ends meet, but he has a Down syndrome or special needs brother. Special needs brother, I guess. And so he's always trying to protect his brother and make sure nothing's going wrong with him. But he decides he's going to rob this bank, so he takes his brother with him. And they go in, they get the money, and in the car, the dye pack explodes. So, you know, they're covered in pink and trying to get away. The bottom line is the special needs brother gets arrested. And so the rest of the movie is how Robert Pattinson is going to actually get the money to get his brother out of jail so they can escape. But things just go terrible for him trying to get the money. Just different people that he runs into in different scenarios, and things keep falling through. Really good movie. I would highly recommend that one. Check that one out. Then we have an old one. This is from Severin Films. I'm trying to see what year this one was. I don't remember off the top of my head. 72 or 73. It's The Baby. And this is such a strange movie. It's about this guy that is raised by his mother and his sister to never walk, anything like that. He doesn't speak very well. He's a grown man, but he has all the characteristics of a baby. Sleeps in a crib, crawls, and it's about this woman that comes in as a somebody that just kind of oversees the family. I don't know what you actually would call that. It's like a child protective person comes in just to make sure that this guy's being cared for. Nobody's like, hey, this is a grown-ass man. Why are you treating him like a baby? But she wants to make sure that he's being taken care of properly. And the end is it's such a great twist. But if you haven't seen this one, if you can make it through it, it's pretty good payoff at the end. But it is a very strange film. Lost City of Z with Charlie Hunnam. This is the movie that Charlie actually bailed out of 50 Shades of Grey to do. And this is based off of a true story about an explorer that goes out to find this lost city that nobody else has ever seen. It's just, you know, the lore behind it and all that, and how his whole life was a struggle trying to find this city. And him and his son at the very end, they go out looking for it as well. But it's just his whole life struggle, trying to prove that this city is actually there, and how he's made a laughing stock while he's trying to find this. Pretty good action. A lot of struggle in the jungle. Kind of reminds me of the jungle movie that I showed you earlier. But this is a really good movie. It's a fairly cheap pickup too. It's like 11, 12 bucks. And then I had to pick this up. I love this movie. Weird Al's UHF. It didn't have the slipcover on it. This is the Shot Factory release, but I had to pick it up anyway. I didn't have it on Blu-ray, but had to get it. And it's got the reversible art cover from the old VHS also. So I'm on the lookout for the slipcover if I can ever find it. Then we've got Cult of Chucky with the lenticular cover. This one is kind of strange. I like the movie, but all of a sudden the rules of how Chucky works change in this. If you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. It's just he can kind of go from one dummy to another. He can be multiple places at the same time. How all of a sudden did that happen? I don't even know. Pretty good. It's a Chucky movie. What do you expect? Then we have an old one. This is from the 70s as well. Good Lord, I don't know what year this one was. 75, I guess. Devil's Reign. I remember seeing this at the drive-in. Scared the living bejesus out of me. That's the original artwork there. This is pretty much about a satanic cult. And some more artwork there. To tell you the truth, I don't know which was the original. I don't know if it was that one or that one. But pretty much about this satanic cult that is being ran by Ernest Borgnine. And Ernest Borgnine is so good in this movie. If you've never seen this movie, definitely check it out. The scene, and actually it even has John Travolta. I think this was John Travolta's first movie, as a matter of fact. But if you check this out, the special effects as Ernest Borgnine turns into the sinister ram. I mean, he's got ram horns and everything. Such a great movie. I love that movie, and I love that slipcover as well. 47 Meters Down with Mandy Moore. Two sisters go cage diving, you know, to check out the sharks. Cable breaks. Hey, they're 47 meters down. Will they get out or won't they? We'll have to see. Actually, pretty good movie. I enjoyed this for what it was. I'm not mad at it. It was all right. Wish Upon. This is a story about a girl whose dad he just goes through dumpsters and stuff trying to find stuff that he could resell or fix up and resell. And he finds this little box and he gives it to his daughter. And she figures out that, you know, she makes a wish on this box, it actually comes true. But what she doesn't know right off is for every wish that comes true for her, somebody has to pay a price. So kind of sounds like a story that you've heard before, I'm sure. But it's actually done pretty well and not a bad movie. I kind of like that one. Finally picked up Alien Covenant. This is like the part 2 to Prometheus. It was pretty good for what it was as well, an Alien movie. You can't beat the original Alien, but this one was actually pretty good. Then we have the Arrow Video release of The Thing. I guess I probably have 6 releases of this stupid movie. One of my favorites, of course. This has got the cardboard case. Nice. And you can pause this. Look at those freaking special features. Look at this. It's absolutely amazing. In this release, you get a really cool booklet. It's got a lot of script from the movie script, a lot of pictures from the movie. And it also comes with a poster with the original artwork. Ta-da! And then kind of the new artwork that's on the cover of the box. If you don't know what the movie The Thing is, just shut off this video now and go someplace else, because I don't want to know you. This is an old movie that is an absolute classic. It's a John Carpenter movie, probably one of my favorite John Carpenters. The Thing on Arrow Video. It's the UK release, and it is kick-ass. Next, I have 3 movies that I picked up from an actual YouTuber that I follow. He was selling some stuff online, so I picked up The Mummy with Tom Cruise, which I've heard mixed reviews on. I haven't seen this yet. I can't wait to check it out, though. Once Upon a Time in Venice with Bruce Willis. His dog gets stolen, and it's on. Bruce Willis and John Goodman, believe it or not, are a team that go out to try to retrieve the dog. It's got a lot of funny scenes in it. Jason Momoa is actually the bad guy, and he is over the top as a hood. But it's really actually a pretty good movie. I had my doubts, but it's actually pretty good. Then I've got The Pilgrimage with Tom Holland, a.k.a. Spider-Man, and John Bernthal from Walking Dead and recently The Punisher. If you haven't checked that out on Netflix, make sure you do. This is pretty much about a pilgrimage where they're trying to get a religious relic back to where it belongs and the trouble that they have along the way. It's more of a history lesson, I guess. There's a lot of history involved in it and a lot of, like I said, religious overtones and everything. But it wasn't a bad watch, actually. That's not normally my thing, but I saw John Bernthal looking all bad and everything here, so I figured it was going to have a lot more action than it did. But the story really held my attention as well, so pretty decent movie. Okay, and this last bit I have here were all Black Friday hauls. So all these were Black Friday. Some I still haven't seen. I picked up Spider-Man Homecoming with probably everybody else on Black Friday. It was super cheap, like $6 or $7. I thought this one was actually pretty good too. Rings. This is the latest installment of the Rings series. And it has, what is his name? Johnny Galecki from Big Bang Theory. He's actually in this. And this was okay. The Rings isn't one of my favorite things, but this was so dirt cheap I had to pick it up, and he was in it, so I thought, well, maybe it'll be a lot better than the others. It really wasn't. It was okay. Baywatch with Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, and Zac Efron. This was hilarious, if you ask me. I know a lot of people didn't like this one. I watched this one over and over and over. I just love it. It was super funny. This kid, he stole it for the most part. He was actually really, really funny in it too. So if you just like mindless comedy, definitely check that out. Picked up Baby Driver. I don't know if I'm supposed to feel bad about this or not now since Kevin Spacey's in this. See him? All creepy right here. I don't know if I'm supposed to watch this ever again or if I'm supposed to throw this away, but I love the movie, unfortunately. If you haven't seen Baby Driver, definitely check this one out. It's got a lot of action. It's about Baby. He was in a car accident, so he hears this high-pitched tone all the time. So to kill that and drown that out, he listens to music all the time. So that helps him drive. He's just a badass driver, and he's the driver for all these crooks that are working for Kevin Spacey. So if you haven't seen this, definitely check it out. The music in this is really good as well. It Comes at Night was a Black Friday pickup. This was very misleading. If you watch the trailer for this, you really think it's going to be really creepy and scary and everything. It was more or less just kind of, what the hell is going on? What is happening? And you really never know. The ending was just kind of flat and left you more questions than the rest of the movie. So, not so much. I haven't seen this yet. Ghost in the Shell, Scarlett Johansson. Not a big sci-fi guy, but it was cheap enough. Thought I'd check it out. Wonder Woman, one of DC's probably best releases so far. I believe this was better than Justice League, in my opinion. War of the Planet of the Apes. Haven't seen it yet. The House, Will Ferrell. I'll watch him read the phone book. Don't care. It's going to be hilarious. I know it is. King Arthur with Charlie Hunnam. This one was actually pretty good too. Maybe this is the one that he gave up the lead in 50 Shades of Grey. I don't know if it was this one or Lost City of Z. One of these was it. But if it was this one, boy, did you mess up. The Dark Tower. Shh, don't tell my wife. She'd kill me if she knew I bought this, because this is one of her favorite Stephen King books, and they just massacred it in this movie. But it was just alright. Picked up the Lethal Weapon collection. All 4 movies on Blu-ray. Nice hard case. Very nice, very nice. Lethal Weapon movies are awesome. Everybody knows that. And I picked up, last but not least, Wyham. I love Bryan Cranston and James Franco's in this as the boyfriend, millionaire, billionaire that wants to marry his daughter. And if you haven't seen this, I think it's on HBO right now. Definitely check it out because it is worth watching, even though you think it's not. That's all I have, guys. Thank you for watching so much. Thank you for subscribing. I will be back soon, I believe, with a Stan Lee box. And then shortly after that, I should be getting the Marvel Collector's Corps box. But for right now, I gots to go. Because that's all I got for you.